So just doing a trade recap of trades I have taken this week and reasons why. Euro dollar, we went long on euro dollar. If you can see the larger trend, we've had a bearish trend, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We have had a break of a trend line, first sign that we could potentially be having a pullback. The point of this break of a trend line was a big level of support and resistance. It's on the, if you look on the daily, sorry, I should have started on the daily, but on the daily, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, and we're looking for a potential higher low here forming, but a trend line break at big level of support and resistance. On the 4 hour, if we look on the 4 hour, I entered here at this break on the, sorry, this retest on the support and resistance. At this point, we hadn't broken that trend line yet, but I was anticipating that that was going to be broke. And as you could see here on the lower time frames, we were starting to form a smaller trend line running up here. And I got in on the third bounce of this trend line. We had a strong bullish candle and it was retesting on this support resistance. So I was playing this up until the next level of support and resistance, and then we can at least go break even. And if it breaks through, then we're playing the bullish trend. And if it come back down, I would have been out at break even. So it did break through, come down, nearly took me out, and did actually take me out for a trade for a loss where I scaled in on the next day. But on this first initial one, so it's come down, just stayed in, and then we've gone up, and I take a 1 to 3 risk to reward, which we've took profits on that. I did take a loss on this as well. Like I said, I tried to scale in, scaled in on this engulfing candle on the retest of the trend line, and I did quite a tight stop there, and I got stopped out, which is a shame because we would have had another 1 to 3 there. So there's 1 win and 1 loss on that trade. If we look at my next trade was Aussie Swiss, and larger picture, we're in this sort of big range. No, never mind. We'll leave that. Do it with a box. We're in this sort of big range here, but if we look inside of that range, we'll make it a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and I'm expecting this a lower high. We've got a trend line break, a strong retest on this trend line break, and then we come down to this support resistance. And again, I was anticipating that this would be broke, and we entered on there anticipating that this would be broke, and then we come back down, and I was in bed at this point and didn't even have a break even on it, so I took a loss on this. Is what it is. Strong reaction as we've come further up. Is it now the time? Is it going to push down, or is it going to reverse and go bullish? Time will tell. But yeah, we took another loss on that one. So that's one win and 2 losses. And then the final trade was Aussie CAD. So we've been bullish here, and we're coming up and we're testing what's actually this could be a third touch on a trend line of a larger bearish trend. But currently, we've been bullish. High highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. Here, we did make a lower low. And then, as I say, this could be retesting this trend line. No, we could be reversing, but I was playing it up to this trend line. Because as I say, I don't know what's going to happen when we get to this point. But on the lower time frame, again, strong level support resistance. We had a trend line here, and we broke this trend line. We had a third touch coming up on a bullish one. And I entered in here and 1 to 3 on this one. Yeah, they're my trades, what I've taken this week. I'm out of the markets now for this week. I'll walk away with that, and we'll probably go again next week. Unless there's something really nice what presents itself within the next few hours, I'll probably be out for the rest of the week now.